In a confidential and safe environment, our next guest facilitates the discussions around the country to explore challenges. Joining us now, the CEO and Master Franchiser of the Alternative Board Australia, Claire Wilson. Claire, thanks for joining us.
Good to be here.
So talk to us, how are board members selected?
So we get local board members together. We get local boards, so all the business owners that are on a board are in the same local area. And we spend a lot of time with them before they come onto a board in order to understand more about themselves, more about their businesses, more about the goals that they aspire to achieve. And then we carefully match them with other local business owners in their area so that they can meet with them on a regular basis, tap into that shared knowledge and wisdom, and use that in order to grow their businesses and achieve their personal goals for success in their business.
So the Alternative Board Australia, what is it all about? What do you do?
So, you know how large organisations have a board of directors?
Yep.
Well, most small organisations, most small business owners like myself and like many others out there don't have that available to them, which means we go the journey alone. We don't have people we can tap into to get expertise, knowledge, experience. So what we do for the smaller business owner is facilitate small boards, approximately 5 to 8 carefully selected business owners on a board, where business owners can be in a board-like setting. They can brainstorm the challenges and opportunities they're facing in their businesses, and they can use that forum in order to build their expertise and their knowledge to be more successful in their business. And we also hold them accountable to make sure they follow through with the actions and commitments that they make. So they actively make progress in their business and get closer to achieving their goals.
Give us an example of some of the industries where this works well, some of the organisations and sizes of businesses.
Well, typically we work with businesses that range from sort of to 50 or 60 employees, so really very much in that SME sector. In terms of which industries they come from, we work across a wide range of industries. The key attributes that they have is that they recognise that they could be doing so much better in business than they actually are if only they knew what they didn't know. So we have people from professional services, we have people from manufacturing, we have people from construction, we have people from the financial services background. Across the board, really, retail, hospitality, there isn't an industry we don't touch. It really is about using the general principles of business to help all business owners be more successful.
So the idea is to be able to assist people. You talk about the accountability as well. Are these people on these board directors of the company? Is that how it works? Because obviously when you're a director, you have responsibility as set out per ASIC, etc.
Absolutely. We very much run these boards for business owners. Everybody around the table is in the same boat. It's very different when you're a business owner than an employee. An employee can leave the organisation if they're not a good fit. A business owner can't. And many business owners stay in business for the sake of their employees. So they have a lot of challenges. Their personal lives and lives are so intertwined, it's very hard for them to separate them. So we very much focus on those business owners and the responsibilities that they have.
So interesting you say that about the intertwining between business owners and their work. It becomes part of their personality. The idea of failure could be quite terrible, very different to the situation that employees obviously go through, which, as you mentioned, they're able to leave if it isn't quite the right fit. How do we look after business owners, particularly at a time like right now where you could have been going great in January, you've been smashed in March, you're trying to recover, you don't know whether you're at the stage yet where you can get back to work or whether you can more importantly, bring people back to work as well in terms of employees. What sort of advice, and I suppose at the moment, you guys will be very busy trying to give that sort of advice to people, but what sort of advice are you giving to people at the moment?
Get a community around you. Don't do it alone. Join a group of people who are like-minded, are positive, and are going to look for the positive outcomes and the actions that you can take to get out there. We're currently running a program called the RISE program, And it's all around encouraging people to review the decisions they've made during this really stressful time, inspect their businesses and identify what they need to resolve in order to make sure they're more robust for the future, and then start planning of how they are going to be stronger in the future and then execute. And to not do that alone, do that with a group of people around you who can help you think outside the box, because we get too emotional about our businesses. They're like our babies.
Yeah.
And sometimes we just need that outside perspective to help lift our thinking.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt, does it? And just quickly, why, I guess, is it different to a webinar or business coaching? Because in a way, it kind of sounds like you are getting business coaching, but what makes what you're offering there with the Independent Advisory Board different to business coaching?
It is business coaching. You're absolutely right. That's certainly part of what we do. But when you have a one-on-one relationship, you're only getting one perspective of one person. Around the board table, you are getting the perspective of business owners that have walked the same journey as you. They understand exactly what you're going through because they have been there themselves and they have actively seen those issues. So you get an opportunity to really talk to the grassroots of business and tap into that knowledge and expertise. So instead of the expertise of one person, which may be 20 to 30 years of business experience, you've got 8 people around the table. So you've got 150 to 250 years of experience you can tap into. And they'll be very diverse businesses, diverse backgrounds, diverse experiences, which means that you get to see a problem from so many more perspectives, which leads to better decisions and more innovative solutions to the challenges that you're facing in your business.
Perfectly said. Thank you so much for your time. Congratulations.
Thank you.